Hey, hi, hello again everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, I'll tell you what, it is tremendous to be back out here with all of you again. Today we are taking a look at Overlooting. This is an inventory management roguelike, and I've played it a little bit. I think it's awesome, and guess what? It's out today. It's out today. So we're going to jump in. We are going to find all kinds of loot. We're going to get bigger, stronger, faster. Well, maybe faster. We'll see. We'll see what kind of direction we want to build towards. We're jumping in as Maximilian, a beloved hero who gave up fighting to become a blacksmith. The coming of the corruption forced him to take up arms once more. I have the passive trait that you start with. So we're going to start with 10 extra max health. If you look here, there are ways to open up even more passive traits. So let's dive in, shall we? This game is going to make sense to you immediately if you've ever played an inventory management game. We can see the enemy intention after we deliver our damage. But after each battle, we're going to get an opportunity to take a look at some loot. Ooh, look at this. Starting out with a poison spike. How about it? Let's pop that on. And we have also acquired Taboo. So when an enemy attacks you, it has a chance of being stunned. Also, enemies take damage when breaking free of a stun. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we can build upon Taboo. You see those other passives that open up depending on Taboo's level, right? Okay. Let's keep going here. Now, this is the perfect game to also drink coffee to, or whatever your beverage of choice is, but regardless, cheers to you. Let's take a sip here. I think we're going to have a fun run today. All right, swiftness. I appreciate swiftness. This gives us an opportunity to do an extra attack when we attack. So the first run that I had in the game, actually, I got the swiftness up to 40%, and I was doing extra attacks basically every other time. It was pretty cool. All right, armor 2, dodge 5%. I do like the dodge. Hey, there's swiftness again. Maybe we want to go in that direction. Ooh, 8% swiftness and some dodge. All right, we're going to take the Wayfarer hat. We're going to pop that on, of course, and now we've got some extra stuff going on. So whenever you attack, gain 5% damage amplification, also gain swiftness per level. The first time you critically strike each round, gain an extra attack that cannot critically strike. Also gain critical chance and critical damage per level. Well, all right. Looks like an extra fancy chest. There are occasional reroll opportunities as well. All right, armor, dodge, counter attack. Wow, 30% on the counter attack. This has thorns on it. I'm going to go with the counter attack. That sounds nice. Forest-kin assassin, 50% chance of dodging the first attack received. Okay, well, not that time. Ooh, swiftness kicked off there with the counter attack. That was nice. Critical chance, 5%, dodge, 10%. I actually like the cap that we have right now, so we're going to pass on that. And I think we'll probably just be taking something to eventually perhaps melt down into other items. There are opportunities to do that as well. Deals double damage when not alone. All right, so let's get rid of this guy first if we can. Wow. Wow. Swiftness, 10% on the boots. Armor 3. All right, you know what? I am actually going to go with these, and I think we're going to pop those on and grab some more swiftness. So now that's up to 28%. I think that's going to be nice for us. There we go. Wouldn't mind throwing a second weapon on either here. So dodge 5%, swiftness 5%, armor 2. You know, again, I think I'm just going to choose the rarity level, because when we get to the blacksmith opportunity, that will be important. Oh, here we go. When entering a new area, gain 8 rage. Wow. Gain 3 armor and 10% damage amplification. When entering a new area, stun a random enemy. Oh, now that is interesting. When an enemy attacks you, it has a chance of being stunned. Also, enemies take damage when breaking free of a stun. So, I think we should lean into stun a little bit. Nice. And we like seeing those misses pop off as well. That is a wild-looking helmet. Armor 2, Thorns 2. Physical damage 2 to 4. Or we've got luck of 10. And I don't recall what luck does, if I'm being honest. So why don't we throw that on? I'm guessing it's crit chance. Let's see what we got here. Oh, rarer items drop more often. Wow. Okay. When damage would be taken, negate it and lose 1 barrier stack. Okay, so this guy's got a little bit of a barrier going. Let's see if we can avoid the double damage thing. That's perfect. All right, not bad. Ooh, okay. So, doubling down, of course, you can throw this on top of the other charm and we'll improve the stats there. But look at this thing. Physical damage, critical chance, and luck. I mean, that's a lot going on. For just a little tiny dagger, right? I think we got to do that. Let's pop that on. All right, when attacking, apply 2 wound. I believe when we have wounds and we get hit, we take additional damage. So I wouldn't mind trying to get rid of this guy. There we go. All right, that worked out. Nice. All right, so we still need a ring of some kind. Now, bludgeoning might be something we want to think about, actually, because that is all about creating stuns. So, armor of 2, dodge, counterattack. Yeah, I don't really want to change out what we're doing there. So I might take the, well, you know, to me it looks like a fishing rod. Okay. So we're going to take the fishing rod. Drop on an enemy to apply 20 poison to it. Perfect. And then we've got a healing potion as well, which thankfully we don't even need at this point. Not yet. All right, guard 1. He's stunned, though. So we'll have to see what kind of damage he takes when he comes out of the stun. Let's get rid of the snake if we can. Okay, so he did not take damage when he came out of the stun. Interesting. All right, what do we got here? Armor of 3 from the Greaves. We have the fishing rod, again, showing up there. I don't hate this. Yeah, let's go with this, actually. Okay. This guy's stunned, so we don't have to worry about him this turn. Oof. Okay. Now we'll go for this dude. And... good. I wouldn't mind doubling up on that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll pop this on here. So, this was 1 to 3 and 1 poisonous. It's going to go to 2 to 5 and 2 poisonous. Not bad. Speaking of poisonous. Ooh, that worked out well. Nice. Well, let's see what the options are here. So we could improve the hats. We could take this guy, or we could go with the old breastplate. Well, I suppose we'll do that. Just throw that on there real quick. Getting a permanent random stat boost, obtain 3 healing potions, or obtain a random uncommon item at level 3. Let's go with the random stat boost. Did anybody catch what it did? I don't know if there's any way to... chance of dealing... No, it's not in there. I don't know that I caught what that did. Maybe it could have done something over here, but I'm not sure. In fact, we should take a look at this too. Your attacks apply wound, and dodging applies weakness to the enemy that attacked you. That's cool. So that's coming off of this. Very interesting. All right. Well, I think we should probably take this guy out first. And then Swiftness did an extra attack over here, which is great. Wow. Got a pretty good build going, folks. Critical chance, 5%. Dodge, 10%. You know, I think I'll just take that. We'll pop that over there real quick. I'm going to take a sip. Cheers to all of you. If you're having a good time out there, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll help more people see the video and learn about the game. Let's go this way first. At least we applied some poison, regardless of the barrier, right? Swiftness popped off the extra attack. Okay, so the Shodel, the Stealth Dagger, or the Old Greaves. Well, tell you what, I like what we're doing too much from a weapon standpoint right now. So I think we'll just take something there to eventually melt down. Particularly strong forest kin with no special abilities. All right, good. That's what we like to hear. Old Greaves, Swiftness. All right, so I think we'll take these and we will pop them right there. But you know what? Did we take these and then just never apply them? Because that's going to give us another Ronin. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now the attacks are applying wound. All right, cool. Restores 50% of your health or upgrade an item. Let's upgrade the item, and I'm thinking... actually thinking we upgrade this. What did that up the swiftness to? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. All right, perfect. So you know what? Maybe I misunderstood this. Maybe we need at least another taboo symbol for that to be awakened as an ability, because that's what appears is going on here. All right, cool. So that guy's gone because of the poison. Outstanding. And you're saying, Goat, how do you miss this stuff and still end up with a halfway decent build? Well, I don't know. Magic. It's magic. Let's use this healing potion. And I just totally blew it on all of that loot. But that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we make reverse tutorials out here. These are things to avoid when you play the game. Right? Liking the wound situation. Receive 1 extra damage when receiving damage for each wound stack. Wow. Okay, so... boy, I wouldn't mind having even more in that category. All right, so we got footwear. We've got another Shodel. Or the chest piece. I'm going to take that. We're going to go up against this guy to begin with. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, don't skip loot. Don't do what I did. Cultist shoes, rare. Armor 6, dodge 10%. Alright, we're gonna go with it. Hey, here's our buddy. Using 3 items of the same rarity results in an item of a higher rarity. Using 3 items of different rarities results in a random item of the highest rarity among those used. Okay, so we've only got 1 rare. So let's go ahead and make something that's rare here. So it's literally going to be random. Oh, wow. Regen 1. Well, that is interesting. Let's pop that on and see what that does. Restore health at the end of each round. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Boy, I wish we had one more uncommon. Well, you know what? There's a way to get another uncommon. Let's put 3 commons together. Bronze shield, armor 4, guard 1. All right, well now we can make a rare. Okay, what do we have? Bear headdress, armor 3, and rage 2. Yeah, but I don't want to get rid of our Ronin piece. All right, something to hold on to. Now, I do think, regardless of this dude being stunned, yeah, we should probably go for him. Swiftness kicking off some extra attacks there. Outstanding. All right, Ancient Helmet, armor 5. Ooh. Interesting. It has a particular design that we like, doesn't it? All right. Well, maybe we can improve that. I don't know that it's ready for Broadway just yet, right? Nice. God, those extra attacks are crazy. Dueling Dagger, physical damage 3 to 4, critical chance 10%, counter attack 20%. I mean, at some point, probably makes sense to change these weapons out, right? I'm actually going to take this. And you know, we don't have another one of those sigils at the moment, but might think about doing that at some point, changing those out, right? Let's get rid of the snake. Gosh, they didn't even have a chance. All right. I'd say I feel a little bit badly, but I don't. Isn't that great? Crit chance 10%, swiftness 3%. So I'm just gonna vote based on the quality level. All right, what do we got here? Explorer boots. Okay. Adept staff 4 to 6, mana burst 15%. So the mana burst, I believe, will do damage to the other enemies that you're not attacking directly. If it pops off, it's a random amount of damage. You know, I'm gonna re-roll these actually. Wolf ring, swiftness 12%. Ooh, that would not be bad. All right, we're gonna go with that. Actually. Now what? Beast. Whenever you attack, a percentage of your damage is dealt to all other enemies. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Deals double damage when not alone. A particularly strong Forestkin with no special abilities. Alright, so we're going to try and take you out first. The swiftness. Amazing. Alright, speaking of. I would like another beast icon, actually. Get that going. All right, we'll just take an uncommon here. When attacking, apply 2 weakness and 2 wound. This guy does 2 wounds, so we'll try and get rid of this guy first. Well, they're still not getting through our armor, so I feel like we're doing something right here. I'm going to take a sip. Cheers to all of you. Is that a pan over there? Oh, no, that's a hammer. My bad. It looked like a frying pan for a moment to me. Improvised hammer. Physical damage. Bludgeoning 10%. Luck of 5. I do like a good bludgeon. Oh, it's that guy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna stick with what we've got for the moment. Let's see if we can take that dude out first. Gosh, that is great. Okay. Ooh, woodcutting axe. Physical damage 5 to 10. And luck of 5. So that would help with future drops. And look at this guy. Copy of the Kappa boots. So we'll take that. Oh. Well, thank you very much. Sickening potion. Drop on an enemy to apply 10 wound to it. Drop on your character, restore 30% of your health. Okay, so we know all about that one. Poisonous and guard 1. This guy's stunned. Let's take that guy out first. Gosh, that's great. Okay. You know, between the 30% counterattack and the 30% swiftness, we've got a really good setup. And Rage 1, Luck of 10. So we had this guy previously. But I think I'm going to go ahead and take the rare because look at this. Now, we're going to have an opportunity at the next blacksmith to probably create a... Well, would it be epic or legendary? Probably an epic. Yeah, I think they do have an epic quality. So I'm going to go for this guy first. All right. We might take some damage this time. Ooh. Barely eked by. I'll take it. All right, uncommon. Oh, outstanding. Look at this. All right, so we pop that over there. And what's the stats today? So 4, 8, and 8. So we're going to jump to 6, 12, and 12. Holy cow. So that's level 3. And that's as high as you can go. Well, I think we're going to go for this dude. Some nice counters there. Beautiful. And when you can get a counter off of a miss, you know, some of these really go hand in hand with each other. The dodge and the counter system. Really great. Okay, so I think we're going to pop this over here, but I guess at some point... It's like, do I want to improve it just to dump it? Because I know that's what we're going to do, you know? I suppose. We don't necessarily have to dump it. We could save it. All right, let's hope for the best here. Right? We're gonna pop all these in here. Come on, something good. What do we have here? Spiked shield. Armor 6, guard 1, thorns 2. So look, you know, I'm not opposed to trying something. You know? That gives us 22 armor. And then we get the intangible, right? And then we get thorns also. I don't know. I think it's worth trying. So let's do this. Pop these over here because we're done with the... We're done with those. Let's forge, right? Armor 3, swiftness 12, luck 5. I mean, I don't hate it, but I like the other thing better, right? Let's try one more here. Come on. Historic Greaves, armor 6, and rage 1. Okay. Well, let's see how we do with this new setup. And you know what? It's the little things. I love that the stuff you have appears on your character when you make those changes. Can't we all appreciate that? Yeah, I'm not crazy about the poison. All right, perfect. Oh my goodness. This is quite a build we've put together, I think. Look at this. Bludgeoning 10%, and we would get another stack towards our Ronin. Now, it wouldn't be enough to give us that dodging application, but it would put us, well, one closer to it, right? All right, I'm gonna take it. When attacking, apply 2 wound. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this guy first, hopefully. Nice block there. Wow. That is crazy. All right. You're gonna hear me say that is crazy quite a lot. I'm happy with what we've built. Cheers to all of you. Hope you're enjoying it. Oh boy. Look at this. Okay, we might have a business case at this point. 8 to 12, bludgeoning of 15%. Oh my, yeah. It's certainly time. Okay. Poisonous, but he's got guard 1. All right, so let's get rid of this guy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's like they never stood a chance, right? Chest piece, armor, Squire chainmail, armor 5. Got a rare. All right, so we're going to take the rare. And we're going to upgrade an item. I think we're going 3 stars on this guy. Holy cow. So now this is interesting because I got to the boss of this area and I did not go up against the Dreadful Twins. Here's what else is interesting. 3 times 2. This is the perfect type of boss to have thorns for. This is multiple attacks every time. All right, folks. Should we sicken a little bit? Apply some wound right off the bat. And then we can do some poison over here and let that count down. I mean, that's what these are for, right? All right, let's go to town. Well, this is going quite swell. All right. Okay, it's very exciting. Okay. Look at this. This is perfect for us. This is totally perfect because that's going to take us to the dodging, applying weakness, and it's going to power this up. Whenever you attack, a percentage of your damage is dealt to all other enemies. Come on. Come on. That's tremendous. Okay, Hero's Breastplate. Oh, these are legendary. Wow. Behemoth Boots. Armor of 8, swiftness of 10%, and rage 2. Or the Dusty Hat. Okay. Well, armor 8, swiftness 10%, but then we lose out on the thing we just opened. All right, so dare I re-roll? I think I dare re-roll. Tower shield, armor 4, guard 3. Wow, 3 intangibles. Rage 2. Ooh. Okay, so that would give us another... Oh, wow. Oh, so maybe we didn't activate this. Huh. All right, I'm a little... I've confused myself. Behemoth Hide. This is 2 and 12, and oh, we got the counterattack thing. I wouldn't want to lose that. It's tempting, right? But then we... what do you even do? I mean, I'm gonna definitely take something here. Yeah. I think that is the most likely one. Right? Armor to dodge and counterattack, but we lose the counterattack thing that we've been loving this entire time. But that would turn this on, right? Well, I mean, do we try it for just a moment and see if we like it? It did add a ton of armor. Maybe we just give it a shot. Oh, that is pretty nice, isn't it? Whenever you attack, deal 1 extra physical damage for each rage stack. Wow. I mean, I don't hate what we're doing. Critical chance. Oh, yeah, we don't want to get rid of swiftness. Okay. Now, when that guy dies, he creates the Shroomy, a parasitic mushroom that can control its host. My goodness, what a time. Watch out for those parasite shrooms out there. Armor 8. Alright, I am just gonna go with a rare for blacksmith opportunities. Thorns 2, after dying, increase the damage of another enemy by humanoid mandrake's damage. Ooh, 45 health. Alright, so let's get rid of that guy. Wow. Alright, Kappa breastplates. We'll just go with that. Necklace, guard 1. Right, so we'd get another intangible, but we'd lose out on regen. Lifesteal 1%. And enrage. Oh, interesting. So that would give us another beast. But it wouldn't change much there because we need 2 more. I will take this. But I don't know that I'm going to be popping that on anytime soon, right? Okay. Night Greaves, footwear, armor 8. Yep, we'll just vote in terms of quality level again. I don't want to take a bunch of multi-attacks, so we'll go for him first. Wow. Undead Breastplate, armor 6, and rage 1. Oh, look at this. There we go. It has been a minute since we've seen one of these. So 3, 5, and 5. 5, 8, and 8. Not bad at all. As you know, dodge got important here. Dodging applies 3 weakness to the attacking enemy. Wonderful. All right, let's go ahead on that guy. Hagstaff. Magic damage, bludgeoning. The old Hagstaff, how about it? Well, apparently we can improve. So we'll do that. Oh, we're about to open up another piece of the skill tree here. Diamond in the Rough. Upgrading common, uncommon, rare, and epic items at level 1 now upgrades them directly to level 3. That's kind of cool. While you have 10 rage or more, your attacks always critically strike. I don't know that we're going to have 10 rage or more. Poisoned enemies deal half damage, and stunned enemies receive double damage. Oh my. Stunned enemies, you say, eh? That's wild. Okay. We're getting very powerful. This is an epic. So are all of these epic? Physical damage, crit chance, crit damage. Very nice. That's a rare. All right, we'll go epic. We can, if we can make another epic, which we can, then we can also make a legendary next time. That could be pretty great. Okay. Hagstaff again. Veil of the Hag. Or Soul Drain Sword. Physical damage and life steal. Are all of these rares? Yeah. Okay. Just gonna grab one just to melt it down. We'll take this guy out first. And now we do you. That way you can't double anybody else's attack midway. Ooh, there's an epic. Outstanding. All right. Oh, we're going to have to do something out here, aren't we? We are going to have to do something out here, I think. Drop on an enemy to apply 10 weakness. Can we combine potions? Is that a thing? No, that is not a thing. So, we are going to say goodbye to that common. It's going to go right in our waste bin. Walbit Eater Plant. When attacking, increase the damage of other enemies by 4. If it's alone, applies 4 weakness when attacking. So we want to get rid of that guy. Wow. Alright, that went pretty well. So we're going to have to get rid of something before we can grab this, aren't we? And I don't know that... Well, I suppose if it's between an uncommon and a rare, we're going to take the rare, right? Deals double damage when not alone. Okay. Gosh. This is going really well. Hag Cape. Scout Cowl. So let's just pop that right on top of there. And get you. And it's crazy because we're focusing on one in particular, but again, the attacks get shared. All right. So is it time to get rid of another uncommon? I think it is. Ooh, what do we have here? Until the next forge area, when entering a combat area, enemies lose 20% of their health. Until the next forge area, restore 3 health when entering a new area. We don't really need that. Until the next forge area, combat areas have stronger enemies and offer better loot. Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, what kind of better? Ooh. Okay, so the epics are coming out. We're glad to see it. So let's knock out... I don't know how much it matters. I mean, we just want to fill up with the best stuff, right? These guys kind of remind me of the clickers, right? In The Last of Us. A little bit, right? Look at this. Wow. So we will absolutely take Thorns 5. Wow. All right, so let's dump that. We'll make room for that. You know, it's inventory management, and I'm sure some of you cringed when I said that at the beginning of the video, but it's the inventory management style that the GOAT can handle, right? It's not too much. It's not too much. We're not having to change the shape and move things around. It's not Tetris, right? And I appreciate that. It's a chill video game. All right, this is great. I think, you know, I think we'll just do that. And I think we're gonna upgrade an item, but what the heck are we gonna upgrade? That's my question. We could do this. Oh, we could also do this. That's probably what we should do. Right, because I think we've decided we're holding on to that. Enrage 3, Regen 2, Armor 11. Wow. Poisonous, Guard 1, after dying, summon a Shroomy. Poisonous after dying, whoa, 10 poison. All right, so we want to do the snake afterwards, right? So let's do this. Perfect. And then we don't take the hit, right? That's going to clear. Yeah. Bludgeoning 10%. Not bad. Okay, so we're getting rid of another rare here. Make spot for another epic. That's crazy. If not for the symbol and what that's doing for us, I would think about trading that weapon out. But who knows? Maybe we'll come up with an epic or a legendary with the Ronin sigil on it, right? Boy, the wounds really are a game changer. Okay, initiate hats. Oh, it's got mana burst on it of 20%. That's pretty cool. I think we're just gonna dump another, huh? And just wanted to look at this. Restore health at the end of each round. Okay. Okay. So that is how that works then. Right, so we went from 42 to 45 there. Okay. This guy's gonna damage us for 28. Dang. Okay, so guess what? We are gonna need that. Court Dagger. It's got poison on it. Bear Claw 4 to 6. I like that they've got the Beast sigil, but boy, I was really hoping we were getting close. You know, I know you can look up here, right, and see how far away you are, but I was really jonesing for this. So let's figure out what we want to do here. I mean, if we do 3 epics, that'll make a legendary of some kind, and then we just gotta hope that, you know, it's something we want to use, right? That is the deal. Tower shield, armor 4, guard 3. I don't hate it. I mean, we could definitely get some health back that way, right? With all of the intangibles sitting there. All right, so let's make another epic. And then we can pop the 3 epics and make a legendary. What do we have here? Wind Ring. Critical chance 5%. Swiftness 15%. All right, so I mean, that's not bad. That is really not bad. Yeah, let's keep that, actually. What's this guy again? Physical damage, crit chance, crit damage. All right. Cross your fingers, something good. Dusty Hat. Armor 5, mana burst 50%. Well, so question now is, do we want to change anything out? I think we might roll with the intangibles a little bit here. We lose 2 armor and the thorns, but this is pretty solid. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna try this. See how this works. All right, so the intangibles are gone. But up came that health, like we talked about. We'll go ahead and take those. Double damage when not alone. Holy smokes. All right. Okay, what do we got here? Shadow Mask. Boy, I like all the affixes that has to it. Alright, we're going to take that. And now we've got a process to make more legendaries, which is great. I don't know what happens if you do 3 legendaries. I might have to try that. I'm assuming legendary is the strongest, don't we think? Okay. Bushido sandals. Oh, okay. Well, that is the style we like. So it's got swiftness and dodge, which so do these. What's the armor? 3. Okay, we're going to hold on to these, because we need 6 anyways. Huh. All right. So if we could find our way into something that had that symbol on it, right? All right, I'm going to take this for no good reason. Warghark Eater Plant, when attacking, applies confusion. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. We got some poison dealing after it dies. Let's get rid of the confusion thing. So do we have confusion yet? No. Not yet. Uh-oh. Your attacks have a 33% chance of randomly changing target and another 33% chance of completely missing. That's not very nice. Oh, geez. Speaking of misses. Okay, armor's gone. Now let's try and take out the snakes if we can. Oof. All right, let's use that. You know, along the way, we took off our beast sigil. I'm not sure what did that. Was it the ring? It was the ring. I think I'd rather have that on. All right, let's do this. Morning Star. Ooh. Okay, well that's good. So that goes to 2. And then I think I want to put this back on. I'm a little concerned about the health situation we're in right now. But, you know, throwing this back on made just an immediate change. Huge difference. Wow. All right. So keep that in mind when you're changing gear on and off. And I know you will. Part of it is, you know, it's harder sometimes to pay attention to all of these things while I'm recording and speaking with you and, you know, trying to sip coffee at the same time, right? My goodness. Cheers to all of you. All right. When another enemy dies, gain 4 damage. After dying, apply 12 weakness. Holy smokes. Well, I'm going to go for this guy just because... Get him out of there. There we go. That worked out. Oh, okay. Well, we're just going to do that for right now. I would like to upgrade these. Glad we had room for that. Let's take this guy out, if possible. Yeah, those intangibles go a lot further now that we're back doing damage to everybody again. Oh, here we go. But again, we need 2 more of them to make it 50% of the damage. Yeah, I suppose we'll just vote based on quality again, but now here we go. So we got to get rid of something. So we'll take that. We're coming to a forge real soon here, folks. All right, so we've got the confusion now. Come on. Oh, boy. Magic damage, mana burst, Magus boots, cultist shoes. Well, I suppose it's another scenario where it doesn't much matter. So I'll just do that. When attacking applies confusion, so we want to get rid of this guy as soon as we can. Okay. Intangibles are gone. Hey, that was really good. Enrage and Thorns 2. Just taking a look at the sigils across all the choices here. So I think we're gonna dump that. We'll take this. And here we are, folks. So let's see about putting something together. Give us something good. Behemoth hide. Well, wait a second. Oh, can we not? Oh, because it's level 2 already, so we would need another level 2 in order to upgrade that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, let's give it another go, shall we? Or do we want to save the spiked? Yeah, I think we're pretty sold at this point, right? Ooh. Physical damage 10 to 15. Damage amplification 10%. Yeah, but we'd be getting rid of the dodging application by changing out the sigil. All right, does it allow us to do legendary? It does. I mean, we got to try it, right? Just to see what happens. All right, here we go. Okay, so you can't go higher than legendary. I feel like we know that now. Emperor Crown. Armor 3, Guard 1, Luck 10, Damage Amplification. The problem is we're going to lose the Ronin that we like. All right. Come on, no confusion. We got to stay away from that craziness. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was great. Good deal. Lionheart. Okay. When another enemy dies, getting 4 damage. Right. After dying, apply 12 weakness. That's not very nice. So let's maybe get rid of these guys. Okay. Court Dagger, Adept Staff, Shadow Boots. Wow, we are coming into some tough battles. But it was nice that everybody got stunned. Ooh, miss. All right, we need a big one here. Nice. At the end of the round, loses 2 damage after dying, summon a Shroomy. All right. We'll allow it. I don't mind the Shroomies. Physical damage, critical damage. Wow, critical damage 40%. Poisonous 3, bludgeoning 10%. Oh, I like that. Oh, man, I don't know. You know, like problem is we would lose that. The beast thing, and it's really good. I feel like we need the capability to change the sigil on an item occasionally, you know? I mean, I'm not asking for all the time. So I think I'm gonna upgrade the Behemoth hide. Do we seem to agree? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. Oh yeah, this looks dangerous. All right, so I'm gonna take a sip here. If you're still with us and you haven't yet hit the like button, please do. Please do. It helps more than you know in terms of other people being able to see the video and visibility of the game. So we're helping the dev out and we're helping this community. All right. After dying, summon a giant Shroomy, or poisonous. After dying, another enemy gains 10 damage. Oh, boy. But I don't want to get 5 poison at a time is the thing. Well. So I think we're going to start working on this guy, because that's going to take some time. And ultimately, we will probably apply the weakness to this guy too, but that'll probably be turn 2 or 3 that we do that. So let's start the work. right? Because he's still only doing 10, and if we can manage some dodges and things of that nature, that will be good. Oh boy. All right, so let's go with the weakness now. Because we're getting close on this guy. Love the misses. And at some point, we're going to pop this off as well. Ooh, stun. Okay. Nice stun. I think it's probably time to do that. This is going to be very close, isn't it? I mean, now it's all about the extra attacks. It's the 20% dodge, so 1 out of 5. I know it's not great. 23% for bludgeoning. Pop that stun off. And this might be it for us, folks. Oof. What a video game. What a cool video game. Folks, this is Overlooting, and it has a dog also. There's a dog. I don't think you can pet the dog. This dog carries a dagger, and I don't think he's there to be pet, right? I recommend that you check this out. It's fun. It plays well. It's super chill. You know, you can sit down with a warm beverage or whatever you're doing out there. You grab some loot, you get a little bit stronger along the way, you feel great about it. You make better decisions than the goat did today, you feel great about that, right? Pat yourself on the back. Did better than the goat. You don't need those reverse tutorials in your life, not on your game, not on your screen. You let the goat do that, right? I'm out here serving up lessons. All right. Let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every single time out here because they're the best. And you're the best. And I really appreciate all of the support. All of you are awesome. We have been growing lately. This community is fantastic, keeps getting better and better. And we have such neat artwork now, thanks to Vaughn at Regal Bread Studio. What a time! All right. Thank you again for the support. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time out there. Goodbye. Focus.